Hey everyone, welcome back to the What If channel, where history meets imagination, and we ask the questions your history teacher never dared to. Today we're diving into a fascinating alternate reality. What if the Philippines never got colonized, and its pre-colonial kingdoms and sultanates stayed in power? Would we be a mighty empire, a federation of islands, or a rival to the great Asian kingdoms of old? Let's find out.
Before the Spanish arrived in 1521, the islands we now call the Philippines weren't a single country. They were a network of thriving kingdoms, Rajanates, and sultanates, like Tondo, Butuan, Cebu, Sulu, and Maguindanao. These weren't just simple fishing villages. They had trade relations with China, India, Arabia, and the rest of Southeast Asia. They used gold as currency, wore colorful woven fabrics, and even wrote in Baybayin, a beautiful ancient script. The people? Proud, independent, and pretty fashionable if you ask me. Imagine gold jewelry, tattoos, and silk all in tropical style. Now, imagine if the Spanish never colonized us. Maybe Magellan never made it to Cebu, or Lapu-Lapu's victory scared off future explorers. The result? Those pre-colonial states, Tondo, Sulu, Maguindanao, and others, continue growing independently. They form alliances, trade coalitions, and even rivalries, much like Europe's medieval kingdoms. Instead of one colonized country, we'd have a powerful archipelagic confederation. Think of it like a Southeast Asian version of the European Union, except with more coconuts and better beaches.
Hey guys, if you're enjoying this trip through alternate history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you'll never miss more awesome what-if stories here on the What If channel. Let's keep the time travel going.
Over time, these kingdoms would evolve politically. The Sultanate of Sulu might dominate maritime trade across the Sulu Sea, rivaling the Malay Sultanates. Butuan could become the economic capital with its gold and boat building. Luzon's kingdom of Tondo might form a centralized state, a kind of empire of the north under the Tagalog aristocracy. Without European conquest, our leaders would develop systems of diplomacy, warfare, and governance native to the region, influenced by Chinese bureaucracy, Islamic scholarship, and local traditions. Imagine a royal summit in 1650, the Raja of Cebu negotiating a trade deal with the Sultan of Maguindanao, while envoys from Ming China arrive bearing silk and tea. It's like Game of Thrones, but with crisp swords and rice terraces. Religion would look very different too. Islam, which had already spread through Mindanao and Sulu, might have continued northward. At the same time, Buddhist and Hindu influences from Indonesia could blend with indigenous beliefs. We'd see temples beside mosques, and shamans performing rituals rooted in ancient Anito worship. Our architecture? Carved wood, gold ornaments, and colorful roofs, more like Bali or Brunei than Spain. And language? We'd probably still use Baybayin, and the islands might have developed a shared royal language, maybe a fusion of Tagalog, Visayan, and Malay. No Mesa or Cilia, those Spanish words wouldn't exist. Instead, we might say Hapag and Salampuit all the way. Economically, the Philippines could have become a major regional power. With its strategic location between the Pacific and the South China Sea, it could control key trade routes linking East Asia and the Indian Ocean. Gold from Butuan, spices from Mindanao, and textiles from the Visayas would fuel booming markets. Instead of the Spanish galleon trade, we would have had our own version, maybe called the Lacan Trade Network. And with continued innovation, we might have advanced shipbuilding, navigation, and early metallurgy, eventually building our own naval fleets to rival other Asian powers like Japan or China. So what would modern-day Philippines look like in this world? Picture this, a federal kingdom known as the Confederation of Maharlika, with multiple royal houses still in power but united under a shared flag. Each region keeps its identity, language, and traditions, but they all work together on trade, defense, and innovation. The Philippines might resemble a mix of Thailand's monarchy, Malaysia's federation, and Japan's tech-driven economy, culturally rich, politically complex, but uniquely Southeast Asian.
So, what if the Philippines maintained its pre-colonial kingdoms and sultanates, Maybe we'd be an empire of the seas, a land of gold, art, and diplomacy that shaped Asia's destiny. Or maybe we'd still face challenges, but on our own terms. What do you think? Would this alternate Philippines be a better version of our nation, or a more complicated one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss more What If journeys through history here on the What If channel. Thanks for watching, and remember, the past could have been different if just one event had changed.